Assalamu alaikum. This is architect Sikandar Ajam. I'm going to talk about the Islamabad springs, the natural springs which have been forgotten. This will be in three parts. So we are just talking about the streams of Islamabad and the national situation that we have here. The purpose of the talk is to give some kind of guidelines to the CDA, to the Development Authority, as what can be done with them. But first, the existing situation. I'm also going to talk about the invasive species which are there, the natural species which are there, and how these springs can be regenerated. And then some bioregulation of man and his natural environment, regeneration of these streams, recreation, income generation, gender inclusive activities, and then at the end, I'm going to talk about the macro sector example. Before that, I'll talk about the micro sector, what can be done, and lastly, the macro sector as what we can do about it. Now, I'm going to talk about the Islamabad master plan as how Doxiadis, the Greek planner, envisaged it. The streams, I'm just talking terms of the context of the natural streams which emanate from the Margala hills and which come down into the plains of Islamabad, and then they fall into the Swan River or the Kurang River over here. So again, going to talk about the natural wells are here. It's important that there are two wells over here. The water table is being depleted, and these natural streams were a source of water uh, to recharge the ground floor aquifers. But now, what is happening now is this, that about 4.5 feet every year the water table goes down. I'm going to talk about the contamination of these streams. About this, a very good study was done about 3 points. One was the F8 sector, the urban sector, one was the Margana Hills sector, and the other one was the rural sector. Unfortunately, what happened was this, that the two areas, the this developed sector, streams in the developed sector, the water in the developed sector, and the water in the rural sector, there was 62% of E. coli in it, while the Margana stream, which was there, that had around about 14% of E. coli, and that was basically fecal matter of wild animals here. The problems faced by these streams are that these are mainly due to the overpopulation, influx of population here into this area, and the dumping of raw effluent, dumping of raw sewage and garbage. Islamabad uh, has a garbage of 1,600 metric tons per day, of which 700 metric tons per day gets collected by CDA and gets dumped into a landfill, while the rest of it gets dumped into open areas and into these streams. And then there is further very important is the encroachment by residents whose houses are close to these natural streams, green areas. They think of them as their own territory and they encroach upon them. The madrasas and the mosques are also located here. Illegal mosques, illegal madrasas, they're located here, and they're also encroaching on the right of way of these streams. And beside, of course, the squatter settlements which are here. The other thing is this, the invasive species of encroachment into the springs and the water from gardens and bagichas of local people. It comes down into the stream, the seeds come down, and we get a lot of invasive species like bamboo and a lot of other streams, invasive species which come here. So now I'm going to talk about three streams. One is the area one, which goes into F7. Then I'm going to talk about the 100 quarter area, the 100 quarter area, which the stream comes from Saidpur, and then I'm going to talk about the stream of the Haunted Hill and the Marriott area. So, so, so now I'll talk about the Saidpur, the stream from Saidpur water stream. It comes down from Saidpur village, which they have for water facility there, and that uh, gives water to some of the areas of Islamabad. But again, before the Margala hills, it is not contaminated, but when it flows down into the into the sectors. As you can see, it gets contaminated and there's a foul smell over here, and just garbage is being dumped into these streams here, uh, which is not a very good, happy situation. Then I'll talk about the saltwater streams. The saltwater streams are also, it's a beautiful stream, but again, it's highly polluted. As you can see, it's full of garbage. It has very high even commercial potential, but what you can see, the garbage is being dumped here, and nobody cares. Nobody cares about it. And encroachment, below the bridge, you can see encroachment of invasive species such as bamboo and certain other species. Uh, and CD has lost the opportunity of focusing on the streams. They're just buildings that put their backs to it, and there's encroachment, and there are gamblers and other people sitting here. So now, this is the last stream I'm going to talk about, is the Marriott and the Haunted Hill stream, which comes down. That again is a beautiful stream, and it's less polluted. It's a less polluted stream, and you can see it. It's quite pleasant. It's very nice. But again, you can see the invasive species with the different colors, and the sound of the stream is lovely. It goes down it goes downstream, and we can have great potential for this stream. But these are the three streams that I'm going to talk about. And now I'll finish this my talk now, and I wish you could subscribe to it and like it, and I'll have the other two second one coming up soon. Thank you.